Imagine a life cut short in the most tragic and shocking way possible. A 15-year-old girl, full of promise and potential, found dead in the trunk of a Tesla. This is the devastating reality that authorities in Los Angeles are still trying to wrap their heads around as they investigate the mysterious death of Celeste Rivas, a young girl from Lake Elsinore. But here's where it gets even more disturbing. The Tesla in question belonged to none other than 20-year-old R&B singer D4vd, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. As the news broke, fans and non-fans alike were left stunned, wondering how something like this could happen and what could have led to such a horrific outcome. As investigators continue to piece together the events surrounding Rivas' death, they've revealed that her body was found severely decomposed in the trunk of the Tesla, which had been impounded at a tow yard in Hollywood. The vehicle had been abandoned in the Hollywood Hills for 5 days before it was finally taken into custody. And it's still unclear how Rivas ended up inside. Authorities have confirmed that Rivas was reported missing on April 5, 2024. But it's not known if she had any prior contact with Burke, who was on tour at the time of the discovery. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office has stated that Rivas's cause of death has not been determined, but it's being investigated as a homicide. This has raised more questions than answers, with many wondering what could have driven someone to commit such a heinous crime. And this is the part most people miss, the fact that Burke, the owner of the Tesla, is reportedly cooperating with police and is even scheduled to perform at the Greek Theater and the Grammy Museum in the coming weeks. As the investigation unfolds, fans and critics alike are left to ponder the darker side of fame and the music industry. How could someone with such a promising career be connected to something so tragic? And what does this say about the world we live in, where a young life can be cut short in such a senseless way? These are the questions that will continue to haunt us as we wait for more information to come to light. But here's the thing. We need to be careful not to jump to conclusions or make assumptions about Burke's involvement or lack thereof. We need to let the investigation run its course and allow the authorities to do their job. At the same time, we can't help but wonder, what if this tragedy could have been prevented? What if there were warning signs that were missed? These are the questions that will continue to swirl in our minds as we try to make sense of this senseless tragedy. So, we have to ask, what do you think? Do you believe that Burke's cooperation with police is a sign of his innocence? Or is it just a clever PR move? Do you think that the music industry bears some responsibility for the tragic events that unfolded? Let us know in the comments below. As we continue to follow this story, one thing is certain. The death of Celeste Rivas is a tragedy that will stay with us for a long time, and it's up to us to make sure that her memory is not forgotten.